Hey champions, yesterday was kind of a weird day. I spent a lot of time just putting out fires. There's a lot of not how do I put this? There's a lot of things for second edition that are coming up kind of last minute that we weren't expecting. It's been a very interesting process. A lot of cool wins, but at the same time, a lot of challenges that are coming about. So I'm dealing with a lot of that. We're not comfortable sharing that information quite yet. So once I can share it, I will, and we'll be having some really interesting conversations about the future of Genesis in the next little while. But today, I thought I'm going to talk about a card that I like beyond just the function of the card, but I want to talk about the artwork of the card, the entire story of the card a little bit. This won't be as in depth as the Angel was, but it's still a conversation. So let's talk about Xifang. So let's throw the card up first. Xifang's one of those interesting 3-cheese. Not a lot of people play with it. A lot of people actually question why it's even in the game. You'll see it, you'll think, okay, you can't play with this Baihu that you're getting right away, and it dies at the end of turn. What's the purpose? What's the function of this card? And what value does it really add to the entire deck design process? So I want to start with why we created this card. This card actually sparked the first live stream we ever did because it came down to the fact that this card was not designed traditionally. Instead of us having a card idea and the artist designing, creating artwork based off of that, it was the other way around. This was actually a passion piece that one of the artists did, and she really loved working with Erica. Really love this combination of both the champion and the tiger. How do we put these together? How to do something really cool? So she came up with this really amazing art piece, and we wanted to use it. But that spot was already dedicated for a 3-chi defensive card. So we went back and forth and trying to figure out how to design this card, how to make the most out of it. And we came up with this idea of Xifang. It creates the summon, and then the summon dies at the end of the run. How does this fit defensive? Now, key here is the fact that it's swift speed. It allows you to move twice and still back in out of summon. Not a lot of cards give you that option. I mean, you get that with Chrono Walker, you get that with Ajna Tiger, but you don't get that at the 3-chi slot. So being able to drop a summon at 3-chi swift speed is not in the game as of right now. Now, this allows you as a fighter, I use this a lot if I'm playing Fong or playing Malik, to run back 2 spots and drop the summon. This allows you to run in and beckon the summon in such a way that your opponent can't run away. This allows you to have just create a barrier at the last moment. So imagine between you and your opponent is a something beefy, like I want to say Walls of Vadis, but let's say a summon. So you got a Blackstone Golem. You're like, this is going to protect my way. And your opponent's like, no, I'm just going to bash it for 4 or with some other summon. And now your wall's destroyed. At the end of that turn, you play Xifang, drop a summon in between. So the key here is a lot about that meat shield. Can you use this card offensively? Not really. The Baihu has 2 health, so you can't even spur it with Odara. And on top of that, it's just going to die at the end of the round. It's not going to give you a lot of output in that regard. But other places that I've seen some value add is, again, using it defensively with Lambs to the Slaughter. Lambs to the Slaughter always has the downside that if you're playing fighter versus fighter or mage versus fighter, and there aren't a lot of summons on the arena, you can't find that opportunity to just swap with the summon because there are no summons to swap with. So your other option now is to back in a Baihu who's just going to die right away, and then you can Lambs to Slaughter with it. Do I expect this card to show up in competitive? No, not really. Maybe in the future someone will find a really good use for it, but at the current moment, I don't see a lot of play for it. Do I see it played in casual? Yes. This is a great card in casual play. Why is it uncommon instead of common? It's because of all the reasons I listed above. The fact that players, when they see this card on the surface, do not see the depth and complexity and the value add this card can have. And because of that complexity level, that's what brings this card from common to an uncommon. Stronger players will see value in this card. They may not play with it in their competitive decks, but you'll see me grab these in drafts. You'll see me play these in multiplayer. They have a lot of value add in those more casual or less ideal environments. So that's my breakdown of Xifang. I hope you like that, appreciated that. I know that the cycles of explanations, people have been enjoying those, so I'm gonna try to do more of those, and I hope to give you more updates as things come along. I hope you watch the live stream from last night. We had a lot of fun talking about some card design ideas. Alex came up with a lot of great ones. I had a lot of fun kind of iterating over those. We had a lot of people come out and view, so it was a great stream altogether. And we opened up more second edition packs, which is always fun. So if you want to see what I got, I also did get a foil in one of those packs, so go check that out. I'll leave a link to that live stream in the description below. That's everything for today, and I'll talk to you again tomorrow. Bye.